Hey people, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am gonna do a simple recipe, coconut sponge cake. Listen, anything having to do with coconut, I'm made at. Me love coconut biscuit, coconut cookies, coconut everything. Alright, so in the container is half cup of chiffon. You can use unsalted butter if you want, and that is 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. You can use brown sugar if you want. Personally, I don't like the cream brown sugar. It takes too long to cream because I'm using my hand, and then I don't like the how it creams as well. It doesn't give me the fluffiness that I want. But then again, it's me. Someone else might say something different, so I'm speaking for myself only. Right, so gonna cream the sugar and the chiffon until the sugar granules dissolved. Probably not completely, because you don't know, say it will take a while for that to happen, but you want most of the sugar granules to dissolve and blend in with the chiffon. Right, so gonna continue creaming. Yeah, man. So okay, so it is cream, and now I am adding 1 egg. Remove the eyes. Some people say it's a myth. Not go so well. Let me tell you something. I have to take out the eye them for out of the eggs, else it'll smell right to me, whether it is a myth or not. Right? So you don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. So as you can see, I am blending the egg with the cream, chiffon, and the sugar. Alright? Ensuring that the egg is completely dissolved or rub out or whatever you want to call it. Right? You want it to blend in well. I am adding a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, and that is the only spice that I will be using. I am a Jamaican, and a lot of people believe that as long as you're baking, nutmeg and cinnamon powder or even mixed spice should be among the ingredients. And also go. None of those ingredients in my coconut sponge cake, just the vanilla. I am sifting 1 cup of pastry flour. Pastry flour is what people call cake flour in other countries. In Jamaica, it is pastry flour. If you can't get pastry flour, you can use all-purpose. I am also using half teaspoon of baking powder. However, all-purpose will not give you the result that you're supposed to get. It is best to use pastry flour. And if you live in Jamaica, you can get pastry flour. Yeah, so folding the flour and the baking powder into the chiffon mixture, right, until well combined. I am adding 4 teaspoons of cow's milk. You can use coconut milk if you want, so you don't have to use cow's milk. I am adding 1 cup of grated coconut, and this is the coconut that I removed from the shell and then cut into small pieces and then blend into a food processor. You can always use the coconut that is sold in the supermarket if you want, but I rather to use this coconut right here. So I am combining everything now. This is what the mixture is supposed to look like. So in the meantime, preheat an oven to 340 degrees Fahrenheit. So I am greasing a loaf pan. So I wanted to make a bigger coconut sponge cake, but I only add 1 egg at the time. So I use 1 cup of flour. Now, if you want to make a bigger sponge cake, coconut sponge cake, you can use 2 cups of flour and 2 eggs and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So remember, if you want to make a bigger sponge cake, use 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 2 eggs, and the rest of the ingredients remained the same measurements. I am pouring the butter into the greased loaf pan. Then I'm gonna bake the coconut sponge cake at 340 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 minutes. I am using a spatula just to smooth the top of the sponge cake. So after 35 minutes, the sponge cake is out of the oven. I let it cool down a little bit. Then I remove it from the loaf pan. It is not fully cool because I actually likes it when it is warm. Yeah, man, but you have to be careful because it is a sponge cake. So when it cools, you can put it in the fridge. I love coconut sponge cake. You can actually taste the coconut and it is crunchy. Yo, try the recipe, you know, man, and see how it turns out for yourself. You will love it. Trust me. I'm if I tell you. Thanks for watching. Walk good until next time. Remember to subscribe, click the post notification bell, share my videos. One love, peace and love.